My name is Adam Spector, and I'm running for a position on the Huntington Union Free School District Board of Education in order to be a voice for all district residents and to ensure that all students have the best opportunity for academic and well-rounded success. I'm a 20-year Huntington resident with 2 children in public school. I've had a long career in technology management and as well as a long history of being extremely involved in my children's schools and PTA executive leadership. I've spent countless hours in the classrooms and in the schools interfacing with students, teachers, administrators, what have you. I think my experiences in PTA leadership and in community activism, coupled with a strong sense of the potential and the opportunity in the district, have really inspired me to run for the Board of Education. And I want to help to restore the image of the district in the community's mind and in the mind of people all around Long Island. I think it's important to put the needs and concerns of all the community members at the forefront of board activities and policy shaping. I understand our school faces significant challenges right now, but I know that I can provide the leadership and the creative thinking needed to guide our district back to a place of prominence and distinction. I really think how we address our community challenges and our economic concerns to return the district to a place of prominence is the most important issue that we face. That really encompasses a bunch of other things, which include student safety, capacity planning, community input into board policy, sound fiscal management, educational programs, succession planning. There are so many different things that are really integral. Certainly at the top of everybody's mind right now is safety and capacity. And I really do think that there are ways that we can address these issues that will allow our students to be in a very safe, nurturing, educationally enriched environment. And I look forward to being part of that process of delivering that to our district. As somebody who's lived in this district for the last 20 years, it often surprises me that people don't feel as connected to the public school system and to the Board of Education as I would expect. People need to believe that the board truly cares about all the residents and all the opinions that they have equally. I think that a sense of transparency or greater transparency is necessary in order to have the community buy into the fact that the board is operating for them and with them in mind and with all of the residents in mind. One of the ways I think we can handle that is through the use of technology, and I'll speak about that at a different time, but the technology essentially is going to be the tool that lets us communicate where we can't communicate face to face. And when people feel that they're being communicated with, they feel included. And when they feel included, they feel empowered. And when they feel empowered, everybody wins. And I really think that a greater sense of public inclusion is going to be one of the keys to the future success of the district. I think the emotions and passions that are existing now in our community and in our district are as great as I've seen them in the last 20 years. It's unfortunate that it has taken the safety issue concerning our children to bring us together, but I do believe that the upside is that we can galvanize as a community, put minor differences aside in order to get together for the greater good. And the greater good is to have a better district, a safer environment with the resources that we have and that we can get a hold of. We need to harness the energy that we all feel and that we all have and move in a positive direction. We need to partner with each other, with our neighbors, with our friends, with our family, and continue to press the authorities. And what I mean by that is the local government, our town, the county government, the police, as well as ensuring that we have the proper procedures and safeguards in place to ensure a safe environment for our children to learn in. We all need to know that our children are safe when they go to school, because that will create the best environment. The Board of Ed has a certain amount of accountability in that area, but it's a shared responsibility for a problem that is widespread. So I really think that the most important thing that we can do as district residents is come together and unify put any differences aside and understand that we all have the same long-term goals in mind, and that's a safe, nurturing, educationally rich environment for our children. I really do think that with some creative problem solving and inclusion from the community, that the Board of Ed can overcome the challenges that it faces regarding these issues, and I really am confident that we can emerge from this particular issue successfully. Certainly, as a district, we need to be creative and cost conscious when it comes to capacity concerns. We really need to maximize the current investment that we have in our assets, and we need to efficiently use the available resources that we have. Things like art in a cart or music in a cart, in my opinion, are unacceptable. We should not have children in closets learning. This is not the kind of environment and not the kind of program setup that we want for our children. That said, we need to be fiscally responsible when it comes to how much money we spend on expansion plans, because our budgets are tight, the economy is still recovering, and we need to do some appropriate planning for the future. But I really do think that with a good look at it and a good understanding of the impact, for example, of Avalon Bay, that we can come up with some smart options that we could put forth, that we can really make some good decisions on that. Well, I've spent a long time working with technology. Most of my career has been technology oriented, and I think that we're at a point now where the district is not really leveraging the technology opportunities that we've got in order to share information with our community. There are things like webinars, which are essentially video seminars that are available, where we can take presentations that are done, say at Board of Ed meetings, and put those online so people who can't make it to meetings might have the ability to review the same things that people who go to the meetings have access to. Maybe a more comprehensive website where people can get up-to-date information on what the district is doing, what the board is doing. Maybe it could be part of the existing HUFSD website, or maybe it could be something else. I think social media plays a really important role now. It seems that most people have a Facebook or MySpace account, and that those tools can be used to facilitate communication in the community as it pertains to the school district. We could also have things like podcasts or streaming media. For example, the meetings themselves, the Board of Ed meetings, could possibly be streamed live over the internet, or at least recorded so, again, that people could watch them at other times. I know the district is already working towards getting all the students registered through a site where you will be able to get attendance information and eventually report card information, progress reports, things like that. So I think we're moving in the right direction, but I'd like to see a little more emphasis put on that if possible, because once again, it's something that helps everybody feel like part of the process and empowered, and knowledge is power, and I'm really looking forward to being part of that effort. The reputation of our district impacts the reputation of our town. I consider our district and our town to be a brand, and that brand to be somewhat at risk at this point. I think that what we really need to do is accentuate the accomplishments of the people and the district itself. We've got academics, we've got sports, we've got arts, we've got community involvement. These are all things that add to value and add to reputation, a good reputation for our district. And the challenges that confront us could possibly be construed as opportunities for us to turn challenges into successes. And I think that we can really impact the reputation by showing ourselves and showing others how we've taken the challenges that confront us and joined together to overcome these challenges and make us an even stronger and more attractive community for people to want to be in and want to move to.